I don't think we're going to be... Well, how long has this been unmuted for? I don't think we're going to be getting many people in today, but I still wanted to do just a stream to motivate me to edit some videos. So I already done up. Wow, let's get like really loose. I'm trying to play lo-fi music, but it's having none of it. Oh wait, there it is. Wait, was I just blind this entire time? Yeah, there it is. Oh, you guys can already hear it. Hold on a minute. There you go. You should be able to hear the music now. Let's make it a tad quiet for me. Then boost the gain for you guys. Oh. Sometimes I'm like, man, I'm an idiot. I guess now. Well, I want it to be soft. Have my voice over the top for you guys to listen to while I do some work. There it is. Just out of respect for the source I'm using, let's try to make it not tilted. We'll pop this over
hi, Mark.
here.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I heard it say, oh, hi, Mark. Job time. Hey, Neon. Oh, really? YouTube's still not working? Or the chat. Is it connected? It says it's connected. I'll be able to read your chat. Hopefully it starts working soon. I'm very tired for some reason. There you go. Keep lo-fi up there, just all about respect, so that's the music I'm using, you know. There you go, that's pretty. That looks nice. Hello, Neon. Wait, so what type of stream is this? Just chill, hang out? Yeah. Nah. No gaming, just chill. So you get to look at my beautiful face the entire time. I'm even wearing contacts today. And a black shirt to go with my black everything. Because I've got my eyes are so brown, it just looks like a massive pupil. Because, yeah. Black hair with a bunch of greys in there. You know what I discovered recently? So, what age does a white male start going grey? Typically, a white male starts going grey in their mid-30s. I started going grey when I was like 16. I remember finding grey hairs when I was well young. My dad told me recently he was like full grey by his late 20s, like completely, you know? Grey, I got the grey gene. Oh, wait, it minimizes it when I do that? Okay, fine. Fine. Put it down there. There you go. Hey! When I was like 30. Yeah, but apparently it's mid-30s. I've had, like, you can barely see him in the stream, but I've had grey hairs for ages. I finally, first time in such a long time, I got my barber to cut my hair the way I wanted it. I like my hair having like a bit of at the front. Not necessarily a fringe, because my hair Yes, we could try to make it a fringe. Oh, I'm so edgy. But I like it just so it combs over a little bit. You get that flare on it. That's how I like my hair. See what I mean? But every time I go to a hairdresser's in the UK, most hairdressers, at least where I've been, have always been Turkish, and they never understand me. Like, I remember I walked in recently. I went to like 5-6 different hairdressers recently. I went, I'm gonna go to one that speaks English, and I'm not, you know. The Turkish hairdressers do a very good job, but they don't do what I asked for. I've shown them a picture before, and they still didn't do it like the picture. So I went, I'm going to find one that at least speaks English this time. And I found an English barbers, and I went in, and they actually cut my hair exactly the way I asked for it. I went, can I have like a mid-fade? If you want to tidy up the front, go for it, but try not to cut too much of this off, because I like a bit of an overhang to it. And you can neaten up the back. I said that mostly the way I just said it to about 5 different barbers, or 4. Well, 5, including the English one. The first 4 who were like Turkish all replied back with, I don't understand. And I was like, and every time they've said that and I've sat down anyway, they cut it nothing like I asked for. So the 5th barber was English. Oh yeah, he was English. At least he seemed it. He spoke, I mean, he was completely white and he spoke a very English accent. He could understand exactly what I was saying. And he was like, oh yeah, I can do that, man. And he just did it straight for me. And I was like, oh my God, my hair the way I asked for it. It's been like a decade since someone did my hair the way I wanted it. Again, the Turkish barbers do a fantastic job, but they always just do the same generic hairstyle every time I go in. So if you want that one haircut, it's really good. And they're usually very cheap and affordable. But I wanted, to be fair, the English barbers was about the same price. Oh, whoops. I just wanted a haircut to be the haircut I wanted, you know. And I got that this time, which is very nice. Let's do this.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Why did it say, oh, hi, Mark? Who else has joined? Oh, there you go. Hey, moderate. Editing videos today. Work. It's technically earning me money now. Not very much, but it's earning me money. But to be fair, any money being earned from doing YouTube is fantastic. It feels awesome knowing I can get something back from it. People always talk about motivation when it comes to artists and creators and stuff. There's always this like over-lingering, oh, you shouldn't want to do anything for money if you're truly an artist or a creator or about 5 minutes so far I'd pop it. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you shouldn't want anything, and I think that's such a strange mentality to have. Everybody who does anything wishes they could get something back from it, whether that's just simple enjoyment. Like, don't get me wrong, I do creative things all the time without needing money or financial gain back from it. But when you're spending majority of your time doing something, when you're spending 10 to 15 hours a day doing something, it's not that people want money for that thing. It's the fact that they need money to survive. So they want to be able to earn money. Hey, Alan. Oh, good luck, Alan. Jesus, I hate school. Yeah, it's not the fact that artists tend to just want loads of money or creators because they're just greedy. There are some, I'm not defending all of them, but it's partially because at the end of the day, we need money to survive. If we didn't live in a world where money was necessary, there would still be creators and there would still be artists because it's an enjoyable field. It's an enjoyable job to do. At least I truly believe we would. People who get into being a creator in any form, and you'll never work a day in your life, basically moderate, because nobody's hiring. Have you heard that one? Do what you love and you'll never have to work a day in your life because nobody's hiring. But that's not what you said. That's just the quote. Yeah, it's like, at the end of the day, we need money to survive. If we can bring money in doing the thing we love, then that's 2 birds, 1 stone. At the end of the day, unless you've got lots of savings and stuff, you can't do YouTube full time without it earning you money. It's just not feasible. Like, if you're spending 5 to 10 hours a day editing videos and streaming, then you don't have enough time in the day to go to work and earn enough money to pay your rent and bills, right? So it's a catch-22. But I do truly think, you know, if we didn't need money to survive, if we lived in a free world where you just got things you needed, just don't sleep, exactly, then I feel like there would still be creators, there'd still be artists. It's just a shame that you have to have a financial incentive to do those things, or to do more of those things at least. Thing is that YouTube isn't a job that will last. As much as I want to pretend that YouTube or artistry or something else online is permanent, nothing is. Yeah, well, yeah, that's the thing though. Nothing is, right? Like, art in general, my job is working. When I have my job, the job I want and actually work for, I'm a 3D artist. But even 3D art jobs, any art-based work is not indefinite unless you're fully working for yourself. But in that case, then the consistency of the money you gain is not indefinite. You will always have bad months and you always have good months if you're an independent artist and you work for yourself. When you work for a company, I mean, look how many layoffs there's been in the game industry recently. When a game gets finished, what does a company do, right? Oh, we've made our game that we just spent 7 years on. Now what? Well, we have no plans to make other games. Ooh, I guess we've got to let go half the company, you know, because they don't want to hold on. I'm not especially customer-facing jobs because you just need them to run a business. That's just how it is. Whereas the art-based jobs, nothing that's made artistically is a required thing for the human race at the end of the day. Like, we don't need video games. We don't need movies. We don't need paintings. We don't need any of these things. We want these things. And because it's not a need, it's not a necessary thing that will always have work to be supplied for. Did I word that correctly? Yeah, it's just one of those things. I eat paintings. Well, okay, if you're making your paintings with fruit juices, then maybe, and sugar paper. Actually, sounds like a funny sugar painting. It's like sugar paper paintings painted with like watered down fruit or fruit juices. That'd be quite funny. So I'm editing videos now. So if you guys want to chat anything, I'll reply to it when I look over. Oh. Wait, you guys can still hear lo-fi, right? Yeah, you can. But so are most jobs. I mean, look at government jobs, look at chocolate sculptors, look at, let's say, computer engineers. There's mostly a need because we chose to need them. Yeah, but they become a need, right? Computers are no longer a want. Using a computer is no longer a want, it is a need, because society has gone in a direction where we need PCs to accomplish most of our day-to-day jobs, because that's the direction we went in. So those jobs are no longer... There's so much dust on my microphone. Those jobs are no longer want jobs, they are need jobs. A computer engineer is... I mean, a company could close down and stop needing an engineer, sure, but you could say that about any job, right? But in general, you need computer engineers to resolve issues with something we use every day. We all use computers, we all use phones. These are things that, sure, if you compared it to like a third world country, would be a want. But our country now sees those things as a need. So those jobs are a lot more secure.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hey, man, how's it going? But we can never choose to, well, maybe we could, but I feel like we can never choose to need a art-based job. Admittedly, society has always leaned towards having jobs, a lot of financial expenses going into entertainment-based stuff in a country. I mean, we had coliseums at one point, right? We had theaters. We've always strove towards having entertainment as a big part of our culture. That's just what we like as humans. We like entertainment. Is it just me, or is the internet turning into a thing rather than a fun thing like it was? What way do you mean? Internet's used a lot for work. I mean, to be fair, originally the internet was a job. The internet was made so scientists could share documents with each other without having to send them over long distances. So initially, the internet was used for work-related things. It became entertainment-based the further along we started introducing other platforms and ways of sharing information with each other. Because that's all the internet is, right? It's just a way of sharing information with each other. But we turned that into forms of web pages and stuff like that. And then we allowed sites to be able to upload videos. We allowed sites to upload, to have people stream information directly in real time, aka a live stream, right? That's true, but now after a golden age of games and fun, and now the generation that grew up with computers being older, we think of computers as tools and stuff. I think that's just people getting older. I think if you as a 14-year-old right now or 11-year-old right now, you would see computers and stuff still more as an entertainment medium than you would a tool. I feel like it's just getting older as a human. The older I get, I mean, a lot of my friends don't even play games. I say a lot. A portion of my friends don't even play games anymore because they consider games not as good as they used to be, which I completely disagree. I think games are still getting better in some regards. I think there is still innovation in tons of different games. I think with the indie game boom we've had over the last decade, I think we are seeing so many amazing games being released. But my friends who have aged just look at games all the same, and they just judge all games indiscriminately. Not indiscriminately, they judge games discriminately because they're so remembering the nostalgia of playing old games that they don't give new games a chance anymore. So now sure, we use them like tools quite a lot, but I still think they have equal parts entertainment. Like I said, the introduction of computers and stuff. I remember when computers were first introduced to my schools, and when I first used PCs, we didn't really use them as games. We used them as tools. Gaming and entertainment was slowly introduced into it. I actually think it's the opposite. I think they are still slowly more leaning towards being more and more and more entertaining than being used as tools. I think the tool factor has always been there. See if your age is showing. I am an old man. The fact that when I went to school, we had these computer labs with these really, you remember the mice? You remember the mice with the balls in it? Mate, and when it was like not working properly, you like twisted them, pulled it off, got the ball out, you're like clean the ball, popped it back in, twisted it, boom, your mouse works. Those were the good old days. No, because everyone stole the balls. That never happened with us. Did they actually? That's so funny. Freaking our computer labs were like labs. Like they were locked in it was in, I remember it was like it was in like the freaking the back rooms. It was in like a back room somewhere in this room that was just all tiled floors and walls and stuff. It was like I was in a laboratory using a computer. You had to glue them in. What? How would that work? Oh, well, glue the twisty thing in. Because if you glued the ball, it wouldn't move and it wouldn't work. Uh-oh. Whoops. That's quite funny. You're only what? I think Megapixel... I'm revealing his age. I think Megapixel's only a couple years younger than me. In fact, I'm certain of it. Oh no, you're not supposed to say your age because then they can estimate how old I am from what I said. If I was 47, I could get so many benefits of the government. Talking about jobs and staff, anyone else prepare for college? When you say college, you're American, right? So, like, college/university in the UK, right? Because prepare for college is a very different thing in the UK. Oh, wait, do you mean? Wait, are you British? So you mean, like, college as in 16 to 18? Oh, okay. Well, when do you go to college? Because in the UK, college is 16 to 18, then university is 18 plus. Roughly. No, like 20. Right, because like for us, college is school. Like you leave school at 18 in the UK now, but instead of going to your last 2 years of school, you can spend those last 2 years in college instead. Oh, you do army as well. Okay. Yeah, so it's 12 years of school, the 3 years in the army. So you start school at 5, right? 5/6, and then you stay in school till 7/18. Then 3 years in the army, and then college/university for us. Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Boo. Or is that boo? Like boo, or is that boo? Because both are fine. Understandable reactions. Huh. All right, so using the brain here. Oh. What time is it? Oh, I'm already past my deadline of when I wanted to get this video done. Whoops. So videos that are doing really good at the moment, for anyone who wants a deep dive into my video uploading at the moment, the videos that are doing the best performance-wise are the Buckshot Roulette videos. It's not even a competition. They are doing significantly better than any other type of video on my channel. So I've been trying to push out a lot of those videos right now because the main purpose of the shorts is to try to bring people to subscribing and then watching the live stream. That's like the entire point of doing these shorts. So for anyone who is subscribed who's like, man, I'm so sick of seeing Buckshot Roulette in my subscription box, I apologize. The shorts are still meant for you guys, but a big part of the shorts are meant for people who've never seen the channel before. So that way they can see it and go, oh, this guy seems funny and goofy. I'm not going to subscribe. Get out of here. No, I'm going to subscribe and I'm going to watch his live stream. Wait, when did I... This new age usually began when everyone likes the game rather than the person themselves. It's really weird. People keep asking me. People are very, very adamant I play very specific games, and I find that strange because it's like you just said. People prefer the game over the actual content creator. And I feel like that holds true some of the cases for me because when you're demanding, I know people are demanding the game because they specifically want to see me play it, but it feels more like they just want to see somebody play it. I think people are pretty disappointed by my reaction to Subnautica 2 because it's a teaser trailer, so I have zero interest. I do not have interest in a teaser trailer, in a cinematic trailer, in a rendered cinematic trailer that has no reflection of the actual gameplay. I have zero interest in. So when people are like, hey, are you excited for Subnautica 2 trailer? No, not at all. The trailer doesn't show the game. It shows a cinematic event. That's it. You know? It's like League of Legends trailers, right? Those always look so epic, League of Legends cinematics. Then you play League of Legends and it's just MOBA RTS type game. Which, I mean, I like League of Legends, but you get what I'm saying. I'm just not into cinematic trailers. Bro, it changed. What was the OG Subnautica trailer? Was that also a Tila as well? Just be with the gaming, you know. Oh, okay. You know, I was looking at my friend sent me. So one game that I always get teary-eyed about for under-delivering on promises, and I say that correctly because it did promise a lot more than it delivered, and that's the game Cube World. You know, I want to bring up another subject after this. I'm gonna actually write it in Notepad so I remember. So yeah, I really liked the game Cube World, or really liked the way that the game was looking, right? So Cube World was a game, for anyone who doesn't know who's watching this or is going to watch this on a past VOD, Cube World was a game that was quite like Minecraft, It was this voxel-based adventure-like game. So it was more adventure. It was more like Hexit in Minecraft, like the mod, than actually Minecraft. But it was, yeah, it was less like building. It was just exploration. I don't think the alpha had building, but the guy released an alpha. And basically, like, if you back me, you'll get access to the alpha and you'll get the final release game. And then he had loads of Twitter posts that he eventually deleted, which is a huge sus part. I don't think he deleted all of them, but quite a handful. I remember seeing someone documented all the ones he deleted of all the stuff that it was going to include. All the you know, like when you're making something, well, when a company's making something, they'll release like maybe weekly screenshots of newly added things. He was doing that. And then none of these things were added, and he went radio silent for like, what, 3-5 years? Just nothing. He just disappeared. 7 years? It was quite a while. And then he randomly came back. I said, the game's going to be released on Steam in so many months or so many weeks. And then he wrote a document. Now, I looked at how much this game made, just on Steam alone. It made 2 million, right? I think it only made 2 million because 2 million was redeemed games, meaning he probably earned about 4 million, because if 2 million was redeemed, that would have been the original price you backed him for, and then the people redeemed their codes, right? And there's probably a lot of people who didn't even redeem their Steam code, completely forget about the game. So if we're let's be generous and say he only earned 3 million. Reminds me of Yandere Simulator. Oh, it's very similar, very similar. That's been 10 years and a whole lot of promises. Yeah, very similar, Neon, except people don't like the developer of Yandere. For some reason, people give the keyboard developer a lot of, like, sympathy, and I don't get it. And maybe I'm just a horrible person. The reason I say this is because a week or 2 weeks before the game was released, he released a document saying the game isn't going to be what people expect. He kept remaking the game because he was a perfectionist, and that he suffered a lot from mental health issues, right? Convenient, right? It's been all this time. Oh, mental health issues, guys. Now, I'm not going to be here and say he's lying, but I'm not going to say he's telling the truth either. I'm going to stay impartial and just look at it from a developer perspective. He was given millions of pounds for his backing. Where did that money go? I don't care how much people are going to be sympathetic towards him. Oh, did that happen with Yandere as well? Like the said about being depressed. I don't care how sympathetic people are towards, you know, caring that someone's got depression or that they're having mental health issues. That's great if you're a caring person for that. He got millions of pounds. Why wasn't that money invested into a dev team? Oh, because it was his baby. He didn't want anyone else touching it. I don't care. He got millions of pounds off of people. It is his obligation to get the game done on the promises he promised. He should have put his money into a developer team. Instead, he took all the money, probably went on holiday 20 times, bought several houses, and then gets sympathy because he released a document that said he was depressed. What? He deserves all the hate, in my opinion. He should have invested into a dev team. I don't understand why there's any argument over that. That's where the money should. That's the point of giving him the money. I mean, I gave him money. I spent like the $5 or a tenner. Yeah, basically. It wasn't the fact that it was like under-delivered. It was the fact that he promised a bunch of things that he just never did. Right? He had tons of Twitter posts to say all the upcoming features and all the stuff that he had already added, for then none of it to exist in the into the final game. So that is bait. He was baiting people to invest into his products. For things that he was saying was already there. He just hadn't released any alpha yet, right? That's like saying, oh, if you buy this slice of cake, you know, you're gonna get the whole one soon because I've already made it, and then not giving you the rest of the cake, you know? I'll get in my camera. So yeah, I don't give him much sympathy. Oh wow, plugging in my camera lagged it. Ooh. Let's go. Why is it still lagging? Fine now. He gets sympathy because he released a document saying he was depressed. He released a document that said he was being a perfectionist and he rewrote the game several times, and that's why there was no progress really done after 10 years. So people give him sympathy because mental health, and they're like, oh, but he had mental health issues, so he deserves my sympathy because the reason he couldn't develop a good game was mental health. That's why you get a team. That's why you don't work on it on your own. I just can't. I'm a developer. I help people make games. I'm a part of the team people hire because I'm an artist. I'm not a game designer. I'm not a level designer. I'm an environment and prop artist. I am a part of a separate team that helps make an overall game because that's what you do when you get funded for a game. You hire specialists to work in certain areas of the game to develop your game. I can't stress that anymore. And I work better than my... I mean, it's convenient that he's... But again, I'm not going to throw him on the bus and say he wasn't depressed. Maybe he was. I still don't see it as an excuse. I just don't. I'm sorry. Hate me as much as you want. He should have invested into a team. He would have lifted so much work off his shoulders, and he could have probably actually developed the game. My mouse just died. I mean, that's kind of a point in itself. If he had a team, he could have lifted that depression, that pressure off of him that probably made him depressed and put some of that pressure on team members. I think the way that I compare it, right, is if he was a faceless company, nobody would have sympathy. For example, Hello Games. Hello Games released No Man's Sky in a state not similar to the state that they claimed it would be in. It was missing a lot of features that was promised to be in the final release. Everybody was upset with that release, except me. I, for some reason, still enjoyed it. I don't really look at trailers and stuff, so when I got No Man's Sky, I didn't expect anything. I just expected a space exploration sim, which is basically what I got. But I mean, it was completely fair to be upset with No Man's Sky. Yet people are fine being upset with No Man's Sky because they're a faceless company called Hello Games. But if Sean Murray, who was the main developer of the game, worked on the game by himself and then 1 week before released a document that said he was depressed, would he have got sympathy? Why is it when it's a company name and not a person, people show no sympathy, but when it's a singular person, people show incredible sympathy? Cube World could have hired a team, called it Hello Cube, and then would people have not shown that company sympathy now? Because it had multiple developers working on the project? It just doesn't make sense to me. Why would Hello Games not get sympathy, but Wally, the developer of Cube World, get sympathy? It just feels hypocritical. Can't we have games with hidden content again? Oh, right, I missed that. Like, even the beta of Hello Neighbor and the beta alpha had so many fun things despite the underwhelming feeling. I miss hidden things. Now you got to pay an extra tenner to get like some extra bits. That's why I really liked Elden Ring and stuff. There was a lot of stuff in there that you just discovered. It felt like playing Fallout 3. Alright, that video is cut up. I need to now compress. I need to make it only a minute long. Oh yeah, my other rant. So let's talk about characters in other games. To be fair, cosmetics in general have never bothered me. Now, this is a completely personal thing. Yeah, I mean, I miss random Easter eggs as well. Yeah, I saw... this came about because, like, the other day I saw a post about... I can't remember who was being introduced to Fortnite, but so I was like, I've never been interested in Fortnite. I've never played Fortnite. However, I was at Naruto. They're adding Naruto in the game, so I have to play it now. Why am I disappearing? And I'm just like, what? Why am I disappearing? I don't understand why putting a character you like from another series or media makes you interested in playing the game. It's still the same game. Maybe it's because I'm a 3D artist, so to me it's just a model. They've just reskinned the Fortnite character to look like a character you enjoy. I don't know. It doesn't really. I would never play a game that I have already disliked. I've played Fortnite before. There is no character they could introduce to Fortnite that would make me go, oh, I need to pick up Fortnite again. Because it's just a character. It's just a reskin of the model. I don't. You know. But again, everyone has their own personal preference. This is just my opinion on it. This is how I look at the game. If you want to play a game because they put the Iron Giant in it, go for it. If that makes it entertaining for you, go for it. I'm not pooping on anyone who does enjoy that. I just personally can't fathom it. It doesn't. I would never be compelled to play a game just because they made a character I like in it. I mean, to be honest, right, it switches from person to person. Like, I personally join games based on their gameplay, and yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not saying people are stupid or anything for liking that. It's just I personally wouldn't enjoy a game anymore. Well, I personally wouldn't go play a game just because it has a character. I might enjoy it a tiny bit more just because they put Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank in a random game, right? It's like Easter eggs, right? Sometimes you'd complete a game and then have a random skin of a character from a different series and you're like, oh, this is neat. How's it going, Megapixel? Do you have any input to what we said? I do want to clarify. So, it is fine having a different opinion to other people. I know that sometimes people watch their favorite streamer or something. They go, what? This streamer hates insert game here, insert genre here, insert thing here, or this streamer has this specific opinion. I hate them now. You should never hate someone just for having a difference in opinion, especially when it's an opinion. If someone's throwing fake facts in your face, that's understandable. It was like my friend. I mean, I didn't hate my friend for it, but it was like my friend when he was talking about The Last of Us. I love The Last of Us. I think The Last of Us is a fantastic game. Few opinions. I played the first one on PlayStation 3. And I played the second one a little bit with my friends. I think they play very well. They are cover-based stealth shooters. Third-person cover-based stealth shooters, basically. With some crafting elements. My friend kept judging it. I did a different friend to the one I visited. He kept saying about how bad the game was and how bad and boring the gameplay was. And I was like, very confused. Because the way he was talking about the gameplay was not how the game's played. And then he kept talking about how all the games are just cinematics. And I was like, do you think the game plays like the Telltale series, like The Walking Dead? Let me unplug this. Or like Heavy Rain. So for those of you who don't know what Heavy Rain and Walking Dead is like, you don't really play those games. It's basically like a cinematic and you do quick time events to react to things, or you pick opinions. Like, are you going to side with James or Jerry? Oh, I'm going to side with Jerry this time. James will remember that, right? My friend thought that's how The Last of Us played.
Mark.
Hey, Captain Price. So he based his entire opinion of a game off of a completely false... Yeah, like Minecraft Story Mode, yeah. He thought The Last of Us played like Minecraft Story Mode. And he based his entire opinion on the game on just that. And I was like... And then I questioned him. I was like, wait, do you think it plays like... In this case, I say Minecraft Story Mode. I didn't say that. I said Heavy Rain. And he was like, yeah, because it does. I was like, no, it doesn't. I was like, your entire opinion is based on a completely false narrative of how the game is. I was like, and that's not true at all. So yeah, if you guys want to have an opinion on a game, I recommend at least playing it first for your opinion to feel a bit more valid. I'm just quickly reading what you guys wrote. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like to play a game first before I give it my opinion. The last time I did that to a game, where I didn't play it first before giving an opinion, was League of Legends. League of Legends is one of my most played games now. I don't necessarily think it's the best game of all time or anything, but it's a very easy game to sink hours into. And I enjoy it very much. The community sucks and they're very toxic, but the game itself is very enjoyable. But before playing it, I was like, it's just the same map, it's got to get boring. And I was like very judgmental of it. And to be fair, what I said necessarily wasn't untrue, but isn't that every community? True. Every community is so toxic. I'm not sure what community I hate more. One that's just straight up toxic, or one that's like really delusional to think that their thing is the greatest thing ever to exist in existence. Like, sometimes it's like thinking, especially like single player games, thinking the game's perfect and not taking into any consideration that maybe someone's opinion could be valid to some degree. Because like you can completely disagree with someone's opinion entirely, but they could still be saying valid points. This is emotional mental horror games. They create this delusional games. Delusional gamers are worse. So like a good example of when I posted a Reddit post this was I wasn't ripping into No Man's Sky. I was just giving like a short opinion on how I found the story. Now, when I first played No Man's Sky, there wasn't really a story, and I liked that because I didn't have to go through anything to start unlocking things. Admittedly, there wasn't anything to unlock, but I digress. They added story to the game, which acts as a tutorial. You need to do this tutorial to get your hyperdrive, to get your building pieces, among some other things. I think ship upgrades as well. Unless you do these things, you're kind of locked off this content. It takes an hour to 2 hours to get these things done. So all I wrote on the Reddit page for No Man's Sky was like, is there a way around this? Because it's very boring. You have to sit through what I consider a very uninteresting story just to unlock basic components that I kind of wish was already unlocked from the start. And then I added, I was like, I've put 80 hours into the game. Actually, how many have I put? Let's be honest with what I'm saying here. I've put 110 hours in the game, and I wrote that. It was probably about 80 when I wrote it. I wrote in the thing, I've put 80 hours into the game. So I very much enjoy the game. I just heavily don't enjoy the story part because it feels very disconnected from the game. And I just like the exploring and making my own things. So that part's the fun part to me, not the story. The amount of comments on it, I got hugely downvoted. And people are like, if you don't enjoy the first 2 hours, you won't enjoy the rest of the game. Did you read that I have 80 hours in the game? I just said I enjoy the game. What do you mean? Like, there was several comments that said that. You won't enjoy the rest of the game if you don't enjoy the first 2 hours. Did you not read my post? So yeah, delusional gamers can be very annoying. Because all I was basically asking was, is there a way to skip it? It's very unfun. Yeah, you don't enjoy it my way. You played it wrong. You're having fun the wrong way, yeah. You know what? I have to admit, one thing so like when people do it with Elden Ring and Dark Souls, we're like, no, you can't use summons. You're playing the game wrong. You can't use a ranged magic build. Now, one thing I have to admit I've done in the past is I had a friend who played as a mage. But not only did he play as a mage, he summoned 3 people and then let them do all the work and then said he had beat the game. And I remember being like, I mean, you didn't beat the game. You had 3 other people beat it for you. So I was one of those people. I mean, it was fine when he was like, but I enjoyed it that way. That's fine, but like, you act like we're the same. I played the game with a club and I just soloed every boss, right? So when he was like, yeah, I beat the game like you. You did not beat the game like me. Trust me. I went through hell to beat the game. Trend of the video. Everyone's confident in their answers. Sucks people can at least come to an understanding and stuff. Sometimes. I mean, I was a really random one recently in League of Legends. Just a recent example. I could tell you thousands of examples, but just a really recent one in an ARAM game. So for those of you who've not played League of Legends, it's like a real-time strategy game, except you play as one character. If you've played a MOBA game, you'll know what I mean anyway. Kind of like a hero shooter, I guess. But there's a mode called ARAM where you all go down one lane and you just kill each other until you destroy the other person's base. My team, so you get, ARAM is all random, all mid. You get given a random champ out of like 150, but you can re-roll to see if you can get another champ. Or you can pick some off the top that other people have re-rolled. My team had 3 AD champions, which means they did physical damage, right? In an ideal world, in a oh yeah, why don't I just do that? Oh no, because I need to listen to my video. In an ideal situation, you would have a certain number of tanks on your team, a certain numbers of physical damage people, and a certain number of magic damage people. Because if the enemy team has tanks and all of your physical damage, they're just going to build all armor and you won't be able to hurt them. I picked an AP champion. My team ran it down and all died while I was respawning. And I made a little comment in chat like, guys, you should have waited for me. I don't know why you tried to 4v5. No one replied but this one guy. And this one guy replied back with, says the person who picked AP. They had 2 tanks on their team. We had 3 ADs. I picked an AP to balance out our team's damage. So I don't really know where this comment was coming from. And not only that, I did the most damage in the entire game. I beat my team's damage, second place damage, by like 50%. I have no idea where that comment came from. It's like saying, it's like playing Overwatch and then being like, and then having a healer on your team, and then your whole team goes in without the healer because they're respawning and dies. And then your healer's like, you should have waited for me. I would have healed you guys up. And then someone going, well, you picked a healer. Yes, you need a healer on the team. Like, what? It just didn't make sense. I was like, I don't understand this guy's comment. This makes no sense. Of course I picked an AP. We had 3 ADs. And I did the most damage. So it's not like he could have been like, see, you didn't do anything. You did the least. I did the most damage. It made no sense. What's this message? Black Friday deals. Ooh. That's early, isn't it? When's Black Friday? Like next month. Upload video. Oh, hopefully this won't make my stream lag out. We'll upload this one immediately. It's just a buckshot roulette video. Oh, actually, no. I've got to delay it briefly just to make sure it gets all the checks. Oh, yeah. It's a slow upload because I'm uploading. That's fine. Related video. I go on rants a lot. I don't always take what I'm saying in like a super negative way. Sometimes I'm just talking to talk. That's why I love playing single player games more than multiplayer, like Monster Legends. It's so fun. Monster Legends? What's that? Monster Legends. Oh, that game. Right. Yeah, mobile game. Yeah. It's very slow when it comes to story, but also fun. Yeah, I prefer. What's that in the background? Oh, it's gone now. I prefer single player games these days, or co-op games. Co-op games are really fun too. I'm not too into competitive games anymore, and some people might get the false assumption, oh, it's because you suck at competitive games. No, actually, I'm pretty good at competitive games, but it's just not worth my time. Like, in every game I've played, I usually get to platinum or diamond, and then just to stop. Like, I just can't bother anymore, because it's just too competitive. I said, like, yesterday that I tend to stop playing a game when you get to the point of min-maxing, because I just don't enjoy min-maxing very much. For those of you who don't know what min-maxing is, it's, oh, you know what? How do I describe this without getting it slightly wrong? We go on to ChatGPT and have it describe it. How would you describe min-maxing? Keep it simple. Min-maxing is when a player optimizes their character or strategy by minimizing weaknesses and maximizing strengths to achieve the best possible performance in the game. Yeah, basically. But people go like really, really hard on it. When you unlock and do everything. No, it's more when you, because min-maxing is more often used in competitive games. Not all the time, but and it's when people pick like if I went into certain games and went, oh, I'm going to pick this game with this attachment, and it's a competitive game, some people might get really upset because, oh, that's not the best attachment you can use though. That's not the best gun. It offers a slightly lower DPS and this. I'm like, yeah, but I'm just having fun. That's min-maxing. They want you to use like the best stuff, otherwise you're trolling. And I get this to a certain degree, right? Like, if I'm playing something like League of Legends again, and our team, because there's a difference between min-maxing and picking the correct champion, right? So if my team has 4 ADs and we need an AP, and I say we need to pick an AP, and someone says, no, I want to play AD, and they pick a 5th AD, that's not me min-maxing. That's just me saying what our team comp needs. That's me saying what our 5 champs need to be able to defeat their 5 champs. However, min-maxing would be complaining about small numbers and stuff. Like in an FPS game, like I said. Oh, but you picked the wrong attachment. That attachment is 2% less damage. Okay, but I like this attachment. You know? Like using an awkward passive on a character because it's fun for you. Yeah. Like there's a big difference between like trolling with your picks. So intentionally you losing with your picks. And then going as far to min-max. Yeah, they're probably good examples, Honkai and Star and Genshin. I can imagine people min-max on those a lot. Yeah, I'm not saying I hate when people do it. In competitive games when I'm trying to chill in a casual game, maybe. But I don't mind when people do it. It doesn't bother me when other people do it. But when I start min-maxing, that's when I know I've played the game too long. I don't want to play... Wait, is that behind me? I don't want to play the game much longer if I start min-maxing. I'd rather just go play a different game because I'm taking the game too serious now and I want to just enjoy something else. That's usually how I do it. But yeah, that's also obviously personal preference. If you want, I know people who have played, so I've played thousands of video games. Heck, I've played thousands of just Flash games. Freaking Flash games are the best. Oh, golden age of Flash games. Woo! I love Flash games so much. And I got well excited about that. And I've played thousands of games. If we include Flash games, I've probably played 3, 4, 5,000 games. Oh, I know what that is behind me. It's my thing for the aircon. Now I'm about to make a do max TP. Oh, nice. What was I saying? Yeah. Whereas I have some friends who have played maybe 10, 20 games because they play those games and then just get really, 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 really good at them and then just keep playing them And I like to speedrun single player games. You guys have probably seen me jump on Getting Over It a couple of times. I can complete that game in 4 minutes now. I've probably got 30 to 40 hours on it. Which I don't think is that bad. People put thousands of hours into these games that they're trying to min-max in and be insane at. Yeah, so I do try to speedrun games, especially single player games, and I will try to play them over and over again, and I'll try to mid-max. That frog game we played yesterday. Was that yesterday? What was the day before? Was that yesterday? That frog game was kind of funny. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a mid-max guy. I forget. For me, it takes out the fun. It's like Minecraft. I don't like too many automated farms in Minecraft because for me, it takes too much fun out of the game because I don't really want to exploit the mechanics of the game to get an edge. And people love when I say the word exploit because exploit's a word that people think means glitching or cheating a game. It does not mean that. An exploit means you're taking a mechanic, whether or not it's intentional, and doing exactly that. You're exploiting it to benefit from it. Minecraft has a lot of those in the forms of farms that people make. If you enjoy the game that way, go for it. That is absolutely fine. Why do I not like it? Because for me, especially in competitive servers and factions and stuff like that, it forces everybody to need to do that. Because if you don't do automated farms, you get left behind while other people have infinite resources of those specific items while you're left without that. So it means everybody is forced to play the game in one specific way if they want to be competitive on that server. That's why I don't really like automated farms, because it just takes too much out of getting it the normal way. For example, iron farms. You have an iron farm, you never need to mine iron again. It's called Minecraft. You don't want to mine in Minecraft? Again, that's completely up to you. I'm allowed to not like it, to do it for that reason. I like playing the game for everything it has to offer and not shortcutting certain parts of it. There are some exceptions. But for me anyway, everyone has their limit. Some people don't like using exploits or farms at all, or other people will use all of them. The more I listen to people talk about their playing times, the more I realize just how much I'm not addicted to video games. Yeah, I mean, the max I have in a video game is probably Minecraft. But if I'm talking about Steam hours, I think I have 950 hours on Gmod, but that was a big part of being social. It was a very social game. Right, let's edit our next video. I'll do 2 buckshot roulettes today. I played Gmod for a very long time, or as in like for like a decade. So those hours accumulated over a good span of time. 928 hours. I haven't launched it in only a year. Oh, why did I launch it a year ago? Yeah, so it was... I mean, to be fair, if we look at League of Legends, there'll be more. I wonder if the website's working for that. Time wasted on LOL. That's my name, right? An error has occurred. The requested region may be temporarily unavailable. Yeah, I can no longer use time wasted on LOL. It's not because I've got ad blocker, I think, is it? No, yeah. I think I had like 2,000 hours in League of Legends or something. It was a very high amount of hours. But again, a big part of that, like 99 or 95% of the hours I spent in LOL. To be fair, I probably got a lot of hours on YouTube as well. The time I've wasted on League of Legends is mostly to socialize. The games I have the most hours in are social games. Because instead of hanging out with my friends and playing footy or going to the pub or stuff, we play games. And certain games are better for that. Like League of Legends or Gmod. One exception to this rule is Binding of Isaac, which I have 834 hours in. I still haven't unlocked everything in Binding of Isaac. It takes so long to unlock everything in that game. Binding of Isaac. There's got to be like a recorded. Nah. Oh, 144 hours? If you unlocked everything, you could probably do it in that time. I guess. Oh, well, it depends what they mean by completionist. Does that mean unlock everything? Because, like, you have to complete. So, like, how many characters Binding of Isaac? Oh, it depends if that means the base game. Hold on a minute. Binding of Isaac Repentance time to beat. Here you go. If you want to unlock everything in Binding of Isaac, so I was very leisurely in playing it for quite a bit, which is why I haven't unlocked everything at 830 hours. You are likely to spend 597 hours to obtain 100% completion. Binding of Isaac Repentance takes a long time to unlock everything. It's insane. Binding of Isaac Repentance. I want to see how many characters are in Binding of Isaac Repentance. So in Binding of Isaac Repentance, there's 34 characters. I think you need to complete the game a bare minimum of 4 times on each character. Cathedral, chest, Blue Baby. You can do Blue Baby and boss run in one thingy. You also need to go that way and that way. There's that way, Beast, that way, and Delirium. Technically, if you're lucky, you could do it in 4 runs per character. So 34 characters times 4. That's if you're lucky. Is 100. You have to complete the game 136 times. A run can last an hour. And again, that's if you get lucky. If you don't die in your run, and if you also get the perfect things, if you're quick enough to get Blue Baby and stuff like that. So it's probably going to take you like 8 runs per character to get the luck in. That's 272 times you have to complete the game or attempt each character. Well, total attempts. So yeah, it's just a long game. What is squeaky? Makes my voice high pitched. Oh. Why is my Vegas running? Vegas is software I edit videos in. Why is it running better when I'm streaming? Because you have people to talk to say maybe, but the software usually freezes and closes down entirely. That's not happened yet, so. Five Nights at World. What's Five Nights at Freddy's World? Five Nights at Freddy's World. I typed it into Steam, I didn't get anything. World by Scott Cawthon on Game Joe. What is this? Is this free? What the heck? Oh, this looks awesome. It's like a turn-based, like, old Final Fantasy style game. What? That's so random. Oh, it's not turn-based. Wait, is that Scott the original creator? Try it out. What? Is it not turn-based? What is it? That looks turn-based. Five Nights at Freddy's. Do you think it would annoy people if the first time I play a Five Nights at Freddy's game, it'd be Five Nights at Freddy's World and not the actual... any of the games? It would annoy me. I should probably at least play Five Nights at Freddy's 1. My problem with playing Five Nights at Freddy's 1 is I think I'll disappoint people by how little I actually enjoy the game. I don't think I'm going to hate it. I just don't think I'm going to... People act like Five Nights at Freddy's is the best series to exist ever. Freaking people put it above Lord of the Rings. And I just don't think I'm going to do that. I think to me it's going to be like a 6 out of 10. You know, it's going to be perfectly fine. I think they'll do it a lot because people despise it for RPG and lack of scary content. I mean, I think I would enjoy Five Nights at Freddy's World more than the original. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'll play Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and it'd be like, where has this been my whole life? And I'll be like, why did I wait so long to play this game? Wait, you think I would to what part? Sorry, I got distracted. You think I would to enjoying it, or you think I would to giving it a 6 out of 10? Enjoy it. To the point of, I will think where it's been missing my whole life, or... I mean, a 6 out of 10 is still me enjoying it. I just don't think it's going to be... on the same levels as what we really enjoyed on stream, like Mouthwashing was really good yesterday, or Still Wakes the Deep. Oh, Five Nights at Freddy 1. Oh, I think I will. This looks awesome. Sorry. Yeah, this looks awesome. This looks so goofy. It just looks like a, well, it looks like a Five Nights at Freddy RPG with so many characters. Damn, is it random.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hey, Leo, how's it going, man? Moimita Sinatit. How's it going? What are you doing? I am editing videos and replying to you guys in chat. So if you have any goofy questions for me, feel free to ask. I'm also just randomly ranting about things, mostly game related. Oh, you know, I'll tell you a thing my friend did the other day. So, oh my god, how many minutes did I just make this video? Whoops. So my friend, I don't have a straw. Pretend this is a straw. So this is a spoon, to clarify. That's not a knife, that's a spoon. So the other day, I went to a restaurant with a couple of my friends. And we get our drinks to the table. My drink is £5.50. So I'm not going to let this drink go to waste. £5, that's like $9 for a drink. So my friend, who's not very well, she has a sore throat, which is obviously something you can catch, asked, can I have a sip of your drink? Now, I don't like germs anyway. So usually I will grab my drink, I don't have another cup, but grab another cup and pour some in the other cup and then give them that. So that way there's no chance of backwash, you know, no chance of transferring any germs, because I don't like germs. On a rare occasion, I will let the person, if I think they're healthy, drink out my drink, or if I feel rude by doing it. In this case, I didn't want to say no, because I would have felt rude. But what I did say was, oh, you can have a sip, but use your straw. We had straws in all of our drinks. Again, this is a spoon, but pretend this is a straw. And she was like, oh, okay. Now, I know exactly what was going through her head, right? So, she took her straw, germaphobe. I mean, she was sick. I don't want to catch what she had. I mean, a little bit. She took her straw out of her drink, right? And she looked at her straw and noticed she had liquid from her drink on it, right? So she did this. And then... oh, my stupid carrot. And then popped it right in my drink. I was just like... I couldn't believe it. I know exactly what was going through her head. She looked at the liquid... like her drink on the straw, and oh, let me clean that off first. But instead of grabbing like a napkin to do it, she went. I'm not even exaggerating. Like she didn't. She didn't just sort of go right to clean it off. She went nasty on it, like, and then popped it into my drink. How are you? I'm pretty good, absolute sob. I'm saying a story about my friend who licked her, not her spoon, but this is a spoon, who licked her straw and then popped her straw in my drink. And she had a cough. I couldn't believe it. I don't usually share drinks to begin with. But it was a £5.50 drink. So I still drank it. And I had a sore throat yesterday, but now I'm fine, or the day before. So I think if I did catch it, it was very short-lived, thankfully. I was just so... I was in such shock when she did that. I was like, what? That's how you uninstall friends. I just... Mate, come on. Who does that? That's like frat party. Like, we don't really have frat parties in the UK. It's just called a party over here. But that's like frat party reaction. Like you're at like a frat party is a like in America and university or college, they have frats, which is like houses of partiers, basically. They're like, yeah, you know, like when you see an American movie and it's like a bunch of college people having a huge party at a house, that's usually like a frat. Like I said, we had those, usually kids planning them and stuff. These are like more adult parties, they're just getting drunk, basically. But, right, Megapixel? Yeah, it's like that. Let me get that for you. Oh, bro. Getting my legs comfy. Probably doing That's Not My Neighbor video as well. Ghost Simulator. Ooh, that'd be funny. I think I'm planning to play Demonologist with my friends to stream as well. And Five Nights at Freddy World. I have so many. You know what? I don't know how I'm yawning. I've only been up since 8. Oh. So it's been what? 4, 5. I say that. I'm always shocked by how many people have midday naps. What was I doing? All right, I'm gonna add it to my list. I'm probably playing Bendy in the Ink Machine tonight because I bought that recently. I need to play Don't Scream as well. Apparently, what's Don't Scream? Itchy ear. Wait, which one? Which Bendy? Bendy? Is that what it's called? Bendy and the Ink Machine, the first one. That's the first one, right? Because then there's Bendy, the Arrival, the Revival, something like that. Let's add Five Nights at Freddy. Oh, that's nice, spell it. World. The Dark Revival, that's it. And what one did you just say? Oh, Goat Simulator. Boom. Added. Why were you yawning so much? What is Don't Scream? Is that a free game? Oh, whoops, I wrote Don't Cream. Don't Scream. No, it's not. What is it? £12? Mixed reviews. Ugh. Why is it mixed? Oh, it's just like a tech demo. Worst horror game ever. Whoa. The idea itself and atmosphere very good. There's a lot of potential to be scared. But the execution, all the zombies or anyone who occurs slightly random, and that makes the game not scary at all, despite the environment overall being scary. Okay. Doesn't sound like a good game. I don't mind playing games that are mixed reviews, but if they're like 12 quid, I don't really want to buy a mixed review game. Some of my friends get like really thingy of that. Oh, don't trust reviews. I was like, I trust them enough. If a game is like, especially like negative reviews, if a game's like 20%, that's probably not a very good game. I don't think I've ever played a 20% rated game on Steam and thought it was good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I've played 80, 90, 95% rated games and I didn't enjoy them. But I've never had the reverse. I've never played a low rated game and enjoyed it. Because there's always a good reason why they're low rated. I'm just going to warn you, it will take you more than a few hours to beat. So expect to... Oh, okay. To be fair, just having Five Nights at Freddy's in the title will probably get me a good amount of viewers. You can enjoy them for the wrong reasons. True. I have enjoyed mixed review games for probably the wrong reasons. One thing I think people... Rock Simulator, I believe it's free. Rock Simulator. It is $1.69. What is it? Wait, what is it? Does it just sit? Do you just sit there and watch a rock? You've got a part 2. It'd be hilarious, but if I paid over 15 for it, it's you're getting refunded. Basically, you're right. I do think people try to make excuses for low-rated games. I'll have people be like, oh, but it got review bombed. And then I'll look at the reviews. I'm like, this isn't review bombed. This is just reviewed. But sometimes, right, it will get review bombed. But it also gets review praised. Like, you'll get a bunch of people just review the game positively because they like the series full stop, or because they're trying to counteract the review bomb. So I personally think I see more games that gets the opposite to review bomb, that gets too many positive reviews simply for being part of a series. So from my perspective, I don't often feel like I see many actual review bombs. I've seen so many, like, meh games be like 90% or 80, usually around 80-85%, because there will still be people who review them for the right reasons. And I'll look at it and I'll just be like, and I'll play the game and I'm like, this game is just so meh. Yeah, it's an insert random franchise. Oh, it's a Warhammer game. To be fair, I think I've enjoyed most of Warhammer games, but for example, or it's a Bloody Blah game, or oh, it's a Star Wars game. Oh, it's a Bloody Blah game. Sometimes when there's just something attached to the title, it gets positive reviews. You'll sometimes get the alternative where people have too high expectations, but I tend to find, personally, it's usually the other way around. Usually just because it's got a label on it, it gets more positive reviews, which I find the opposite with movies, maybe? Let me think. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm not sure. I think it's here or there with movies. I think sometimes just by having something attached to the title to say it's part of a series, sometimes we'll just get positivity. It definitely gets more views. Like a cooking company, or just... I love random horror games, to be fair. Like random Japanese horrors. If you've got any suggestions or specific ones, freaking hit me up. Because I will play the heck out of random Japanese horror games. They're so funny. Because they are scary, but they're also really goofy usually. And it's just so good. Have I cleared it up? I need to get my video under... Okay, we're still 3 seconds over. Cooking Companion. Oh, is that actually... Okay. Cooking... That's a horror game? Oh, it's a visual novel horror game. Wait, is it actually a horror game? These images are really misleading. Oh, okay, that image looks spooky. I'm never sure how I feel about visual novels, though. Because it's less game. Storytelling horror, yeah. It's like Slay the Princess I played recently. Not much actual game. I think with visual novels, I like playing them in my own time a lot. Well, I don't play many of them anyway. Is cannibalism scary? As in the act of it, or is there a game called Cannibalism? Because yes, that's kind of the premise of Wrong Turn? Cannibals in that, right? Wrong Turn? Or Dead End? I can't remember. The Hills Are Alive? Is that cannibals? I god, what do I want to call this video? Hold on a minute. You know what? We'll call it Living on the Edge. And it's going to be released at 6 o'clock. Oh, okay. Part of cooking companions. Oh, you cooking people? My arm keeps disappearing. Oh my god. I might take a nap myself. Why am I so exhausted? Oh. Alright, we do one more video and then today is sorted. Oh, so I want to do some Game Jam stuff today. Game Jam. Excuse me. One man, one Game Jam, one video game. I guess that's what you're making in a Game Jam. I find it really funny. Not to say this is happening in my current Game Jam, but if you ever become a game developer, Game Marmite. If you ever oh, wait, that's a game name called Marmite, or if you're ever making a game, scope. Okay, scope is a very important thing to have. So when I say scope, what I mean is understanding how long the project's going to take to make, right? This is something that I swear nobody is good at. I don't know what it is. Almost everybody I've tried to make a game with will come out with such an outlandishly hard thing to make. Whoops. Yeah, I had a friend once say to me, let's basically recreate Rust, right? And then he was like, yeah, you're the only artist. It should be easy. It's like, what? He's like, yeah, it's just a couple of characters, weapons, and the map. I was like, you want an entire map, character models, weapons by one artist, and you just said it was easy. When I say to people, go make a game, go make a simple game, what I mean is make something on the levels of Flappy Bird. Like, really simple. If you want to start making games, start really simple. Okay, I thought that was my headphones dying. You can hear the music. Yeah, start really simple if you're making a game. Heck, if you're doing any project, start really simple. As an artist myself, a lot of my art friends kept giving up on projects because they kept doing something too big. Always start small and work your way up, so that way you can determine how good you are at finishing projects. Because if you're not good at finishing long projects, you'll get to a point where when a project takes a certain amount of time, you'll start giving up on it. Then you'll realize how long your tolerance is for working on something. So my advice is always start really, really small. Oh, I want to be a 3D artist. I want to make a 3D model. Okay, make one model. But I want to make an entire game. Start small, make one model. After you finish that model, think how long it took you. Okay, I made this model. How long did it take you? 15 hours. Right? What do you want to do next? I want to make an environment. How many models are going to be in this environment? 20 main models. Okay, so you want 20 models. A model takes you 15 hours. That's 300 hours. Do you think you have the drive to put 300 hours into your project? And if the answer is yes, go on then. If the answer is no, make a smaller scene. If you complete that, work up to your bigger scene. I remember middle school times I used to go to a big place where they gave kids lessons and projects and stuff. I remember making a Google Capsule. It was fine. Oh. Because people obviously say this in the reverse, right? And they say, oh, but pushing for a bigger project pushes you to do more. And it like really gets more out of you. And that's true, but not everyone has the drive to do that. You need to know how much drive you're able to have and when you start getting burnout, basically. Megapixel knows what I'm talking about because he's also an artist. People give up a lot. Being an artist who has seen a lot of people give up. I'll put it into perspective, right? So most people I know who was a 3D artist gave up because they couldn't find work. And they wasn't pushing themselves to make bigger projects because they weren't getting anything from it. I was in a class of about 60 artists, or 2 classes. I think 5 of us, that's including me, and I don't have a job right now. I was made redundant. 5 of us, it took me 5 years as well to find my first 3D art job after university. 5 of us found work. 55 of us did not. Because it's very hard to have that personal drive to keep pushing to improve yourself when you don't see a payoff in the end. And it's the same when you're working on projects. If a lot of people just lose drive to work on what they're doing, it'd be rough. Yeah, Megapixel probably again had a similar experience of his classmates. It's very rough. It's very we're in a horrible situation right now, especially in the games industry, trying to find work just because of how many people are being laid off. There are probably senior artists going for junior positions right now. Yeah, it took Megapixel 4 years, so he did it 1 year quicker than me though, and he's still in a job at least. It is what it is. Like, I think there's a really good, yeah, he sped on getting a job in art industry. There's a really good line. Is it from Star Trek? It is possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. And it was said by, I don't want to say his name wrong. Who did the bald guy play? Captain Picard. Oh, it was Picard. I should have went with my gut. Picard said, it is possible to commit no errors and still lose. That is not a weakness. That is life. That is incredibly true. You can do nothing wrong and still get nothing back from it. You can do everything you think is right, and you just don't get anything from it. It just is what it is. Some of us, you can't... What's the word I'm looking for? You can't make the best of opportunities you're given if you're not giving any opportunities. Sorry, Neon. But yeah, if you're never given opportunities, you can't do anything with that. At the end of the day, you can only do with what you're given. And that's just how it is. Unless you do something freelance or do something on your same, but that's still true for that. You can't be a freelance artist and paint, for example. Let's say you're a painter. If no one hires you to paint, if you're not given the opportunity to be paid to paint for somebody, you can't do anything with that. And that's why I buy lottery tickets. Yeah, basically what Megapixel actually said. Your mistake is not being friends with powerful people or just people with very good connections. That is, it's every, to be fair, the best, this has always saddened me. The best person on my course who got a job instantly out of university, we were like, wow, it's because he's the best, he got a job. No, he knew somebody. I think like his dad knew someone that got him the job. I was like, really? So even the best person in my class didn't find a job naturally. Yeah, so at the end of the day, you can only do with the opportunities you're given. And if you're not giving opportunities, you just got to make do with what you got. It's life. You can try to make those odds in your favor by putting more hard work into it. As a 3D artist, the way you do that... Did I edit this video? Yeah, I did. No, I didn't. Oh, yeah, I did. The way you do that as a 3D artist is you make a bigger portfolio. You put more work on your portfolio and you show off what you're capable of doing. And then hopefully a company looks at your work and goes, oh, he looks really good, let's hire him. But you have to invest more and more time in improving and getting more in your portfolio for free to get that work there. Oops, gotta go. I'll be back later. Enjoy the stream. Have a go, man.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Steve isn't there. Is it? No, it's 1 p.m. It is pretty much middle of the day. I usually stream late, so it's an early stream for me. I'm just editing videos and chilling. Being chilling. I like to think I've got some nice stuff on my portfolio. It's 8 a.m. for me. I'm going to go to school in like an hour. Oh, damn. Enjoy school. I hated school. I have a terrible example of someone who should promote education. I hated school. So boring. I enjoyed hanging out with my friends. That was basically it. Yeah, I mean, I like to think I got some good stuff on my portfolio. I like to think the stuff on my portfolio demonstrates I can do the minimum work you need to do as a 3D artist, but apparently not. Just looking at my own work. What's your favorite piece on my portfolio, Megapixel? If you had to pick. A lot of people picked the Canon. Canon was pretty fun. Have you heard Twitter is changing the block feature? It allows block people to see your posts. What? Does it defeat the purpose? I'm gonna switch to Twitch 1 sec. I'll give you 1 second. Oh, I really want to lay on my bed. Can you see me if I lay on my bed? Oh, my head is like... I'm a floating head in the background. I'm gonna find the link. You haven't got my ArtStation on bookmark? I'm so exhausted. I don't know why. Then again, I'm always tired. Napping seems like a great idea right now. To Blue Sky. Well, you say everyone. People don't actually usually move, do they? It's usually like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this thing, and then nobody does. It's like when people are like, we're not gonna buy the new Call of Duty. We're gonna stick it to the man. Everyone buys it anyway. I'm looking at Blue Sky now. Let's have a look. What's a butterfly? Oh, it's... Oh, they've literally made it look like Twitter. Oh, I kind of like that. The problem with when certain sites like Twitter... when people make alternatives is the alternatives are not usually integrated into softwares. Oh, you like the fish train, Megapixel? I love that scene. That was so fun to make. Yeah, the problem was like when these new sites, so until people start making Blue Sky integrated into their stuff where you can click a button and it automatically connects it, Twitter will be the one people use, which is always a shame. I like the logo though. They're clearly making it look like the Twitter logo, but a butterfly. Butterfly. I'm gonna sign up. It's an open network where you can choose your own hosting profile. If you're a developer, you can host your own server. What? That's interesting. Enter email. See, bro, I've seen some stabbing. It's not safe. Oh yeah, I know. My Facebook's terrible. I scroll down and I see super inappropriate things. I'm like, I'm not following any of these pages. What's this? What do you mean not safe for your data? How long has Blue Sky been around for? They're called skeets. Whoa. What the heck? You saw that? Are you guys one of those people that, like, if something comes up, I'll say some things here, like Two Girls, One Cup. Do you actively go and watch these things when people say about them? Because I've never seen that. I don't see... I remember when there was stuff about, like, beheadings being posted on Facebook. I didn't see any of that. I remember when Australia had one of... no, New Zealand? Or was it Australia? Had, like, a horrible incident happen. And people were watching, and they, like, live streamed it or recorded that what they did and uploaded it. And people... I was a proud life leak enjoyer. And people, when I watched it, I never seeked out any of these things. Because I always said, why would I want to see that? And then I never did, but I never watched any of these things. The Pain Olympics, yeah, another good example. Oh, whoops. editing videos. I'm actually working. Well, I'm working on my YouTube. Why did my phone vibrate? Ah, that's why. Yeah, I never see cover those things. I have made 189. That's not my neighbor shorts.
I think I will go for a nap for like an hour or two. Oh god.
Oh, I need more energy. Why is this rendering so slowly? Is this using my CPU for rendering instead of my... No, my CPU seems fine. Is it using my GPU? Performance. It's using 46%. Still very slow for some reason. Also, when he... Yeah, I wouldn't go to Facebook again after that. I only really used Facebook for Messenger. Have you ever, like, eaten steamy food and the steam goes up your nose and it, like... How would I explain that? It makes you, I guess have a runny nose? I have Blue Sky open right now to make an account. I'm not quite done it yet. I was talking to friends about that, where like you get the steam. I wonder if there's a name for it. Hold on a minute. I know there's like a random scientific name for so many things. Is there a name for when steam goes up your nose when eating and causes your nose to run? There isn't a specific name for this. Common experience when eating hot food. Steam can heat up, irritate the nasal passages, triggering your body's natural defense to produce more mucus. Oh, I thought it was the mucus going softer because the steam's heating it up. Steam-induced runny nose is often what it's referred to. Or food steam. Food steam sniffles. I remember talking to two friends about this. And, because it happens a lot when you're eating like really, really hot soups and you've got like the steam going up your nose because it's just like loads of water vapor. And my friend, I said it to one friend. I literally was on vacation with him and he was like, no, never had that before. I was like, you've never had steam go up your nose and it gives you like the sniffles? No. And what I found ironic about this was seconds later, he was eating hot food and started going, well, because it was really hot food and it looked like he basically had the exact same sensation I just explained. And then I got home thinking, like when I got home from Japan, and I spoke to another friend about it. I was like, you ever get that like sensation or like steam goes up your nose when you're eating hot food and it like loosens, like it gives you like sniffly nose? I'm gonna go to school now. See, I could tell. And he was like, no, I've never had that before. I was like, why is this just something I've apparently experienced? I hate when that happens. When like you say something that you swear to God everybody experiences, but anytime you ask anyone, they're like, no, never had that before. What? It's like, have you ever like walked past something, you just hit your toe or something, you like stub your toe? No? What? Never had that before. You've never stubbed your toe? No, that's not a thing. What do you mean that's not a thing? Nobody does that. I don't have school today. Nice. I always find it really hilarious when people do that. They like, and then because it makes you sound crazy. Sounds like you're making something up. And it's like, no, I swear this is something normal people experience. No, you're the only one. It's why, like, have you seen those posts where it just comes out of a bunch of stuff that, like, the average person experiences? And you're like, oh my God, it's me for real, for real. I like when I see those posts because I'm like, I'm not alone. I haven't uploaded a That's Not My Neighbor video in a hot second. There you go. They get good views as well. That's Not My Neighbor and Buckshot Roulette are still my two highest viewing shorts on the channel. But because I'm monetized now, I should start making long form content. How big is this file? What? Why is it bigger in size too? 148 megabytes. Almost a gigabytes then. That'd be mental. Okay, if you guys have any random questions for me, that's also what this stream is for. I should write QA in the title, actually. Instead of just saying yapping and talking and working, I should say QA stream. That way people come in and go, ooh, questions? Questions and answers, queries and arguments. I was trying to think of something that started with the A. I got my contact lenses in today. I bet we're gonna get a max of 5 viewers today when I end the stream. You know, if you were if I was a channel, if you were a channel, if I was a channel, and all I had to do was have a just chatting stream, and then all I did on that stream was watch funny. I reacted to funny compilations. That'd be amazing. Oh, easy streams. Let's put on some daily dose of internet. Oh, for those of you who don't know, if you subscribe to someone's Twitch channel, you get, well, it depends if they've got it enabled, but you get 3 months of Discord Nitro. That's not me saying to subscribe to mine. If you have any other preferred, like if you prefer any other streamer and you want to support them and you're like, oh, I was going to buy Discord Nitro anyway, go for a sub and you'll get 3 months of Nitro. That's a pretty good deal. At least I think that's what the deal was. Considering Nitro a month is like $9.99, you're essentially getting Nitro for 3 months or £25 cheaper just by subbing to someone. If that's how it works, again, I'm not like Twitch Nitro 3 months. Get 3 months of Discord Nitro with your next sub. Yeah, I mean, sounds like it, right? Is it the full package, the like $9.99 one? Yeah, stream up to 4K, 500 megabyte file uploads. It's a pretty good deal. I mean, I could gift a sub right now and get it for myself. That's actually tempting. Gift a sub. Give one of you guys a sub. I wonder if it works on my own stream, actually. Where have I scheduled this at the right time? Jesus. Took a long time to load. Alright, we got one that's already uploaded. We got a 3 p.m., a 6 p.m., and a 9 p.m. We got our 4 shorts being uploaded. Nice. Damn, we got 40 subscribers yesterday. Heck yeah, let's go. What? I've not had a single subscriber today though, but that was a very good day. I like looking at stuff and being like very public with it. Like, I know people are very secretive about the stuff that they work on stream and whatnot. I like being honest and open with you guys about that kind of stuff because I don't know, I think it like helps with the community. I know some streamers should just be like, no, terrible idea. Don't tell chat about stuff. When I just went to look at a house and the homeowner gave us the wrong key. Nice. Like to a completely different house, or was it like the back door key or a different key for the like a key for the house but not the front door? I assume a different key for a different house entirely. I wonder if my dogs... Oh, chill. Key just didn't work. Oh, well. That's annoying. I'm going to check if the doggies want to come upstairs. Throw some trash away. Oh god. Bam. It. She doesn't like the spinning chair. She's well nervous. It's just spinning, it's fine. Don't like it. You okay? You don't like the chair? Go on then. Go on. Oh. Oh no. Oh, no. Free, sweetie. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. No? No? Doggies? Yeah? Come here. Oh, doesn't like the spinny chair. Makes her nervous. Oh, look up. Look up. No? You don't like spinning. Woo! Her face has been cut off at a mic. What's her name? This one's. Yeah, this is Ruby. I was making sure then. You're right. I would aim the camera more down, but I can't. Hello. Mwah. She's a very good girl. Aren't ya? Aren't ya? You wanna get down? You actually look comfortable. I thought you'd be way nervous. Down. Head around for you. There you go. They're molting, so they're getting hair everywhere right now. My dog would never let me do that. They're pretty, I don't know, they can't let you do anything to them for some reason. Very placid dogs. Alright, I think I'm going to call it a day. Well, we're going to stream later tonight. Oh no, we'll do that quick. I'll make the thumbnail. Copy the image. Copy. Uwo, Steve? Steve. How's it going, Kermit? Hold on a minute. Did you and Kermit, like, show up together? Like, come in hand in hand? I'm surprised it didn't say hi. I'm surprised it didn't say hi, Mark, anyway. Oh, I guess it's not been that long since last night's stream. Oh, wait, whoops. No, this I need to leave down here. Yes, if this football season we went undefeated. Undefeated. Heck yeah, let's go. Itchy face. See, I can't relate. I'm an easily defeated man. Oh, it's an SVG. Really? Does Photoshop support SVGs? It does. Well, that's right then. Bendy and the Ink Machine. Homeowners coming to toilet door. Nice. The phrase undefeated just sounds awesome. Undefeated. Undefeat. Wait. I gotta go to school now. I got to go now. Got school. See you, ma'am. Yeah, no. I'm editing stuff. We're just working in the background. Why do birds suddenly appear? No, I don't like that. Let's get rid of the bevel. Alright, Benny and the Ink Machine. That is tonight's game. We'll set that up. Can I set that up? What if it's a long game? I don't know. Go live. Lo-fi has been working this whole time, right? You can hear soft music. Schedule stream. Everything you get to do is get free stuff. It's just searching on Bing. You get reward points for searching on Bing? What? What? Reward points for searching on Bing. What? And how do you spend the points? You can redeem your points for a gift card. You usually need 5,000 points to get about $5. Since when has that been a thing? $5 points per 50. Wait, 5 points. 5 points per search. So you need to search 5,000 things. So wait, you need to search 1,000 things to get $1. Put it in the useful things tab. Useful things? Useful something. Have I got that section still? Points, chat, suggest, good old days, Minecraft, random links, clips, Twitch, game, video, useful things. It is called useful things. Got a wrench next to it. When do birds suddenly appear? Do do do. Boo. When do birds? Why do birds? Why do birds? Suddenly, I have no idea what that song is in my head. Get out of my head, man. Get out of my head. Bendy and the Ink Machine. What should the title be? Bendy and the Ink Machine title. I want to write I am a Goofy. I'm pretty sure there's a goofy looking character in it. Blinky and Blinky, sorry, Blinky. Oh, Bendy, sorry. God damn it. Bendy and the Ink Machine. Yeah, there is a goofy looking character. I knew it. Oh, he's dead. Well, spoilers. I want to put him in the thumbnail, actually. That'd be funny. Where did my toolbar go? Bendy and the Ink Machine. Did Megapixel just vanish? Probably. He does do that. He's a very hard-working lad. Very busy. Bendy and the... What's a good title? I do that. See? He's not even here now. He didn't even just type that. Are you actually working? Do you work remote? You do work from nice. Well, what about Mickey? Is that you? Nah, because no one looks like Mickey Mouse. What about Save Me, Mickey? That's a fine title. Save Me, Mickey. Aggressive typing. I'm such a heavy typer. My fingers are like... Okay. I don't know if it's going to need a playlist, but we'll add one just in case. When am I going to stream tonight? Like 8 o'clock probably? 7:30? 7:30. Yeah, 7:30 is good. That is pretty Sigma. What the Sigma? Boom. I bet. Oh, did it even post it? Oh, it did. Oh, it actually posted the right thumbnail. It always posts the wrong one. That works pretty well. Microsoft / rewards. Wait, what did we clip? Was it clipping me typing heavy? When am I going to stream tonight? Like 8 o'clock probably? 7:30? 7:30. Yeah, 7:30's good. Look at everything. That is pretty Sigma. What the Sigma? Oh, you clipped what the Sigma? I was like, what did he clip? Oh, hold on a minute. Top right's my dono now. I clip Sigma Steve. Anyways, oh, it's because I closed it here. There you go. I'm going to say farewell for now. I'm going to go take a nap. I'm exhausted. And then we're going to stream again later. I did all the stuff I wanted to get done today, so it's good. So yeah, I will catch you guys then. Yeah, it's 7:30 my time. Sleep stream. No. Maybe if I was a big streamer and I was doing like a 24-hour thing and I could like do the whole, I'll show you that I'm sleeping. But until then, I'll catch you guys at 7:30. Bye. Hiccups. Boy.